Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always.
All right, well today we're tackling something I think a lot of you are going to find super relevant, especially for those of you working with clients in the conference and trade show world.
Oh, yeah, conferences.
Yeah, we're talking about how to use Matterport to not just scan a booth or a whole exhibit hall, but to really make those spaces come alive online.
Okay.
And for this deep dive, we're going to be focusing on a really cool platform called Zuant 3D, which is basically built to make Matterport models super interactive and engaging, kind of take things to a whole other level.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff they're doing.
It's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
So I think for a lot of us who are, working as Matterport service providers, this is a huge opportunity to offer clients something really unique and valuable. So let's dig into it. First off, why don't you just give us like a high-level overview of how Zuant 3D actually works? Like, what is it? What does it do?
You've got your Matterport scan, right? That's like the foundation.
Right, the digital twin.
Exactly, the digital twin. But then Zuant 3D comes in and it basically layers on this whole interactive experience. Like imagine being able to click on different parts of the booth and have videos pop up or links to brochures or even, like a direct connection to the client's online store.
Okay, so it's way more than just like a virtual tour.
Oh, yeah. It's about really engaging people, giving them a reason to spend time in that virtual booth and, hopefully turn them into leads.
That's got to be music to our clients' ears
Right.
because, conferences can be expensive. Booth space is expensive.
Yeah.
So anything we can do to help them maximize that investment, right?
Absolutely. And one of the things that I think is really powerful about Zuant 3D is that it kind of extends the life of the booth.
So you're saying like even after the physical event is over.
Exactly. It can live online. You can use it for marketing, for follow-up, all kinds of things.
It's like that always-on open house concept that we see in real estate now.
Totally.
Yeah. So I'm already seeing the potential here. But let's talk about some specifics. What are some of the key features that really set Zuant 3D apart? Like, what are the things that'll get our clients excited?
Well, for me, one of the coolest features is their radar system.
What is that?
Basically, it lets the exhibitor see who's visiting their virtual booth in real time.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like they can actually see who's clicking on what, how long they're spending in different areas, and they can even initiate a chat with them right there in the virtual booth. It's like having X-ray vision into attendee behavior.
That is awesome. I mean, talk about data.
Right.
Yeah.
And speaking of data, Zuant 3D tracks everything.
Okay, give me some examples.
Like how long people are dwelling on certain products, what they're clicking on, the click-through rates on links, and even if they're using specific referral codes.
So you're telling me I could go back to a client and say, hey, that email campaign you ran, it drove 20% of the traffic to your virtual booth.
Oh, exactly. And then you can even drill down further. Like those visitors spend an average of 5 minutes checking out your new product line.
Now that is powerful stuff. That's the kind of data that can really justify the investment.
Absolutely.
But let's be realistic for a second. Some clients might hear all this and think, okay, that sounds amazing, but it also sounds complicated. What do you say to those folks?
That's actually one of the best parts. Setting up the interactive elements, the lead capture forms, even the data analysis, it's all super user-friendly.
So Zuant 3D handles all the heavy lifting.
Pretty much. It's designed to be really intuitive for clients.
Okay, that's good to know. Because let's face it, most of our clients are busy enough as it is. They don't need another tech headache.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned earlier that Zuant 3D can be used for entire conference spaces, not just individual booths.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was reading about how some event organizers are creating these full-blown virtual replicas of their entire conference.
Like a digital twin of the whole event.
Exactly. What are the advantages there?
Well, for starters, it's a fantastic tool for event planning. Organizers can analyze foot traffic flow, see where the bottlenecks are, and then optimize the layout for future events. They can even give potential exhibitors virtual tours of the space so they can really visualize what their booth would look like.
Oh, that's a great sales tool.
It is way more engaging than just looking at a static floor plan.
So we're talking about benefits for the exhibitors,
Yeah.
benefits for the event organizers,
Right.
and of course, huge benefits for us as Matterport service providers. I mean, this opens up a whole new world of services we can offer.
Absolutely. It's a win-win-win.
All right, so let's wrap things up. If you had to give our listeners, fellow MSPs, just like one key takeaway about Zuant 3D, what would it be?
I'd say it's this. Stop thinking of yourself as just someone who scans spaces.
Okay.
With Zuant 3D, you can be someone who helps clients create these incredibly dynamic, engaging online experiences that actually generate leads and provide valuable data.
Love it. And for anyone who wants to learn more, where should they go?
Head over to www.zwant.com. They've got tons of information, case studies, demos, all that good stuff.
Perfect. Well, I don't know about you, but I am feeling fired up about this. I
Yeah.
mean, imagine being able to pitch a client not just a 3D model of their booth, but an immersive, interactive experience that's going to attract leads even after the conference is over. That's powerful stuff.
It really is.
Thanks for joining me for another deep dive.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you next time.